Hi, it's the Chad Smith Show, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty cool. You know why? Look at this. Old, wrinkly guy in black and white. And look at this. Glamour MD shot, young, talented Nandi. What do you say, Nandi?
Nandi!
For being here. And her lovely father.
John.
Ipswich's finest. So who are some of your favorite musicians? Influential or both?
Well, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Suck it up to the host. Cut.
The Beatles.
The Beatles. Yeah.
Foo Fighters, Nirvana.
All the good ones.
I've got so many. I just need to remember. I also like modern ones like 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
Slipknot.
Yeah. Wow.
That's Weinberg's son.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones. I have a Rolling Stones T-shirt. Led Zeppelin and
Rage.
how could I forget Rage
There you
Against
go.
the Machine?
I think I saw you do a Rage
Yeah.
song.
There's so many. Yeah.
What if we throw some names out?
Oh, and Arctic Monkeys as well.
Arctic Monkeys, Matt.
Right.
What about Jimi Hendrix?
Of course, Jimi Hendrix. I actually played one of his songs. Which one was it called?
I think he did Purple Haze.
Purple Haze on the guitar as well.
On the guitar.
Yeah, and drums.
Wow.
It was really good, really good.
Holy cow.
That's great. Now, did you hear this music in the house? Was he in charge of that?
Well, Daddy has really good taste in music.
Thank
So
you.
I get all of the amazing taste from Daddy.
The tables are starting to turn now, though.
She's turning you on to some stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see you like having Slipknot on the
No,
turntable.
I go to bed with
He's more of a Diplo guy.
Yeah. It's exactly that. I mean, Slipknot was. I think that you were looking up covers that you wanted to do, and she found the Duality song, and she saw Jay Weinberg playing, and like.
Duality was Joey George's.
No, that was. Oh yeah, Duality was. Yeah.
Come on, Dad.
I'm I'm not clued up with my.
Joey's an amazing drummer, and so is Jay.
Thanks for correcting me. What was the one with Jay?
Unsainted.
Unsainted. So she found this Unsainted cover, and she became obsessed with it, and she started listening.
And that's how I got into double pedals as well.
So what would the micro adjustments be? How do you like to... 11 years old, I never knew how to adjust a pedal.
Well, Daddy does it, and sometimes I ask the guys.
Like more harder to put...
So if it's too far back, then it hits my shin.
Yeah, that's
and if it's too far forward, then I don't get the triplets and I don't get the bounce that I need. So I need it perfectly in the middle. Okay. And if the double pedal, if the left one's too far back and the right one's far forward, they have to be the same because then you can't play it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah.
But Slipknot, when it's called for, it's the right musical choice, of course. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I like heavy metal.
You like heavy metal. What other metal bands do you like?
Tool.
Do you like System of the Down?
I love System of
Me
the
too.
Down.
I'm a fan of those guys. Tool is amazing. Danny's incredible drummer. He's incredible. He can play really well. Yeah, he's awesome. He's my neighbor in Malibu too.
Nice.
Yeah, you should come. Not that Ipswich isn't a mecca of amazingness, but if you want, anytime you can come visit and you can come hang out in Malibu with me and Danny and whoever else is in the neighborhood, and we'll have a jam.
Better surfing, too.
If you want. Good surfing, too. Better than Ipswich. I don't know. Are you on the
surfing?
Yeah, we are.
Exactly.
Felixstowe is one of the biggest ports in England, so
Really?
it's
cold water, though, right?
Ed Sheeran, he's from Ipswich,
Yeah?
That's a claim to fame, yeah. Almost Ipswich, Framlingham.
Yeah, great.
How did you get into did you audition to get into the Red Hot Chili Peppers or?
Yes, I did. In 1988, long time ago, Greg and I grew up in Detroit, and I stayed in Detroit a little bit longer than he did. And I moved out to California in 1988. And in 88, like out here in the West Coast, especially in LA, it was like the scene was blowing up. It was like the Guns N' Roses and a lot of Sunset Strip kind of bands. Not really.
We actually went to a Guns N' Roses festival a few days ago.
We did?
Oh, did you go to the one at the bank? Of whatever the bank
that
is?
one.
How was it?
It was a lot of fun, and the guitarist
Slash.
Slash.
Yeah.
He's an amazing guitarist.
Slash is amazing.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know
he
he
can
was
play.
that good. Like he's really
Pretty good.
Yeah, he's really.
You
good.
wear the hat?
Yeah, he did wear the hat.
You know his real name?
Ooh.
Saul Hudson.
Yeah, Saul Hudson. And he also graduated high school, Fairfax High School here in Hollywood, with Flea and Anthony of my band.
Whoa.
Yeah. And we were inducted in the Hall of Fame the same year.
Whoa.
It was really nice to have that connection.
That's
and
awesome.
Beastie Boys and all of our friends. There's no shortcut. And I think Greg would probably agree. There's really no
Completely.
shortcut. You just got to put the time in. And if you love it, like I think that you do, you're going to want to do it. You love music. We found our passion. We have found our passion in an early age. It's awesome. I started playing at 7.
I started playing when I was 5.
See, you got me beat.
There you go.
But I was nowhere near as good as you at 11. I had one beat and one fill, and that was it. And I did it every time. No, I think that you really like to do it because at this age, it's just really fun.
Yeah.
I love that. And when kids come to me and they're younger musicians, and I'm just saying, you know what, like I'm glad that you want to play music, and they're not to be famous or this or that. They're just doing it because it's really fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's awesome. And I still do it because it's really fun. Yeah. I love it. And Greg too.
You bet. You bet.
That's awesome.
Nandi's story is actually really, really similar to yours. So with regards to Ringo and how it all started.
Well,
Tell
I
us your
used to,
story.
me and my family and I, we made pancakes. Expert pancake makers. Yeah, really good. And we like listening to music, and Daddy played the Beatles and I'd show the video and I'd look at Ringo and just think, oh, I just loved him. And then I did well in this maths club after school to get me ready for primary school. And because I did well, my parents rewarded me. We went to a toy shop, and I really wanted a drum kit. And it wasn't like a proper drum kit, it was just a toy drum kit, not just like a plastic toy one. Yeah. And practiced for 2 weeks, got better than my dad in 2 weeks. Well, he wasn't good anyway though. He just Sorry, Daddy.
It's the truth.
It's like, you're right.
No.
Don't like it is. I like that.
And then I remember smashing the drum kits after
You did?
2 weeks
Yeah.
because it was plastic.
Yeah, you destroyed it.
I
in 2
destroyed
weeks.
it.
And this is a 5-year-old destroying a drum kit.
Wow.
And then I got a teacher, started doing grades, for my 6th or 7th
Yeah,
birthday,
sixth birthday.
I got a proper acoustic drum kit, my first one. And then I did grades, not as in school grades, but rock school grades. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, and now I'm on grade 7, and this is sheet music. I have a teacher who teaches me my sheet music. And then I'm been a bit busy to take my grade 7 though, because I've know all the songs, but I haven't had time to take my grade 7.
We've postponed the exam a few times.
I probably would have done it like a few months ago, because I've been ready for about 5 months, but yeah.
You have to play songs, or do you have to only read the music?
Well, in the new versions, there's 12 songs. You only have to play 5, but you have to learn 6. And there's sheet music and music that you have to play too. And you get judged like on everything.
In the songs as well, you get to do improvisations.
Yeah, that starts in grade 3 or 4. So grade 1 and grade 2, there's no improv. But then in grade 3 onwards, you have to do improvisation. And yeah.
You're doing really well, aren't you?
Like classic songs that we would know, or just songs they write?
Well, so in the new version, there's classic songs. But in the old versions, they're just pop songs.
It was all based on songs that existed, but they twisted
But now
it a little
there's
bit.
proper
sounded like.
songs.
But they've got the originals in now.
Yeah.
That going through those grades is kind of how all of this journey started.
Daddy
really.
would film me and then look at the footage back to see how well that I did, and then he would post on his private account. And everyone said that you should post it public, and then it started.
Yeah.
What did you think? Like, when like people like Dave Grohl and that, like, you know, would like, it's the power of the internet, I know, but like,
Yeah.
did you think that was kind of crazy that like,
It
or
was-
what did you think?
It was crazy. I thought it was cool, but then Daddy was jumping on his feet. But
You're like, calm down, Dad.
yeah,
It was
it
like
was
that.
like that. And I am quite cool about it.
Yeah.
You are cool about it.
Way
I like
cooler
that.
than me.
That's
Absolutely.
great.
I am cool. I take from my mummy because
Ah.
mummy's just like cool as a cucumber, and so am I. Like,
Mommy's the cool one. All right.
but Daddy's not the cool
I'm not
one.
cool.
But I am
I
the
am not
cool
cool
one.
at
So
all.
when like crazy things happen like this, I'm just cool. But Daddy's not.
Is Daddy more nervous than you right now?
Yeah.
My hands are sweaty right
It's a
now.
little sticky. That's so
going on?
great.
At school, everybody's cool about it as well.
Oh, great.
They're just used to
Do they,
me.
do,
and
they,
it's
do like
fine.
the kids treat you differently? Do you
No,
feel
they
like-
don't treat me differently
That's
at all.
awesome. That's great. You still have your same friends and everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, man, you travel around the world, meeting all these famous musicians. And
Yeah, they're just like, let's play it
awesome.
or tag.
That's good.
Good. You got to keep that. Because I know some kids that years ago were kind of child prodigy drummer dudes, and they got so into just the drums and just the drums and just, they never hung out with their friends. Two kids I know from my hometown, and they just got so into it. They didn't hang out with their friends. They didn't do the sleepovers and the play tag and climb trees and ride a bike and like the Tigers and baseball. And you have to have other things that balance you
Yeah,
out.
when you work hard, you have to play hard.
There you go.
Boom.
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 Exactly.
That's it. Work hard, play hard.
Work hard, play.
Yeah, that's what Daddy tells me.
That's right. Stay well rounded.
So if you, like, we were working hard before drumming, writing songs, and then you get to do fun things like go to theme parks.
Awesome.
We went to Six Flags a few days ago, Magic
was that?
Mountains and
Yeah,
Hurricane
Magic Mountain. How was
Harbour.
that?
So scary.
What was your favorite ride?
Well, we went on Daddy went on Extreme,
Yes.
where you go up backwards and then you go straight down and you're looking down and it's crazy. Daddy went on it, but I was
I have a sore
sweating
neck,
so
actually.
much. I did not want to go, so I left Daddy just to go on his own
Yeah.
because I was too
But
scared.
you went on the Viper, didn't you?
I went on the Viper,
Viper,
which
That's
was
pretty
like,
awesome.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's
I was
amazing.
banging my head. I didn't open my eyes once because I was too scared. But because I didn't open my eyes, I kept on banging my head. I got neck pains as well.
Yeah.
We also, my mum and my brother, they didn't want to go because they were too scared. I really wanted to go, but I went on this Harry Potter ride in Universal and I thought, oh, I love roller coasters, but it's a different story. Much different story.
Kind of next level extreme at
Yeah.
Six Flags.
But I didn't realize how
Yeah.
extreme it was going
was.
to be.
What
Yeah.
about Disneyland? Do you
Oh,
wanna
we
go?
haven't been to Disneyland. We would have gone yesterday,
gonna go.
but we were scared to get COVID because of like, yes.
Yeah. So we're going to go to a Foo Fighters gig tomorrow, and we just want to make sure that
We didn't get COVID.
we didn't get COVID, and we've been taking PCR tests, and we've been
Yeah.
trying to make sure that we stay as safe as possible, so we can have as much fun as possible.
Of course. I think that's what everybody should do. And it's
Yeah.
kind of tough in these times, but
Yeah.
you have to be aware and do as much as you can to be safe. That's kind of tough. That's
So you can work hard and play hard.
Yeah, we also went to Hurricane Harbour as well, which is the water slides.
Ooh.
My whole mummy and Thomas went to that one as well.
Yeah.
But the scariest ride for me was there's this like black slide that just loops and loops, and you don't know where you're going.
see anything, can
So when the rain comes through and you can see I'm backwards or I'm sideways, you can't see anything. But if you could see, it would have been less scary. But there was also this slide that went like that.
Yeah.
It was,
drop slide.
yeah, the drop slide.
Woo! When did you first get the inkling like this is like something special, a special gift that she has here? And is there times or something about a Hey Jude story or something?
Yeah. You can jump
Well,
at
when
any
we
point.
when we make pancakes, I really like the song Hey Jude. Well,
How's it go? Can you give me a little
Yeah.
demonstration?
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. You know, and while we was listening to that, we would smell the pancakes. Oh, smells so good.
So when Nandi was about
How old?
8
I
or 9
was-
months old, we were living in South Africa, and we had this little keyboard and it had this demo play. And whenever Nandi would jump on it, and she was a baby, she wasn't walking at the time, you know, it was really hot, so she'd just be in nappies, and she'd hit this demo play button, and the biggest smile would go on her face, and she'd look and she'd be like that, and then she'd get a little bum in the air, and she would
Yeah.
bounce perfectly in time. And I've got these videos of her when she was 9 months
I
old.
also like
and
to
it was-
bounce my butt to Teletubbies.
It's true.
Who doesn't?
And then
Who doesn't?
she would watch Teletubbies, and she would hold her hands and fists as if she was holding sticks, and Teletubbies would come on, and she'd be like this, perfectly in time, with the biggest smile on her face. And I'm thinking, that's incredible.
Yeah.
How is she so perfectly in time? So even when she was a baby, I knew that she had some sort of natural rhythm. But I'm not a musician, and I'm not a drummer,
Well,
and
he
I'm
used
not
to be in a
guitarist.
band, so
Yes.
stop saying that because Daddy keeps on telling everybody that he's an amateur, but you're not.
Yeah, okay, so thank you.
So he used to be in a band, not that.
Tell him, say dad.
I was in a band when
He
I was
was
a
in a
student.
band, not that big though, but
Like a student band, you know.
It was still really good, the band.
And I
I've
didn't
listened
play
to
any
the songs.
instruments. I'd
He
sing
sang
them.
Okay, you were a singer in the band. What was the name of the band, then? Did you know?
the
The Fuzz?
first.
The Fuzz.
And was that one in South Africa?
That was
or
in South Africa. Anything would come of it. And then when I met my wife in Liverpool, I fell madly in love and was like, this is I have to follow my wife to South Africa, and that's what I did. So I decided to leave the band and leave my job and follow Lungi to South Africa.
Man,
it
a lot
was-
of pressure.
The best decision I ever made in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, you are saying the right stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if I hadn't have made
Yeah.
that decision, Thomas and Nandi,
course.
wouldn't be with us now.
Of course.
Yeah. So I was, we lived in South Africa for a while, and then about 9 years ago, we decided to move back to the UK.
Yep.
And that's kind of where Nandi's, musical journey really started. So the Hey Jude story, as we were saying, Nandi makes, well, we as a family, and we still do this now.
Yeah.
We make pancakes at the weekend, and I and Lungi educate our children on the music that we really love. It's our opportunity to share our love for music with the kids. And being from Liverpool, I'm a massive Beatles fan, and Hey Jude was definitely one of my favourite songs. So I'd put it on while we were making these pancakes on YouTube on on a little tablet, and Nandi would be making the pancakes, and then she would just get transfixed when Ringo would come on, because on the YouTube channel he's got the silver kit and he has the biggest smile on his face, and he's just
And
there playing
sometimes
music
if we
like this.
put the pancake batter on the pan, it would burn because I was watching it.
Yeah.
You're like,
And I think that's where she kind of has this association to drumming via Ringo and happiness.
yeah.
Because the first time she sees someone playing the drums, it's Ringo with the biggest smile on his face.
That guy,
So-
I want to do that.
Yeah.
That guy's having a
He
great
looks
time.
happy.
Millions of people,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so awesome.
So as Nandi mentioned, she did well in this maths course, and we took her to a toy shop. We walked right around the toy shop, and we ended right back at the first place where she saw the drum kit. And again, there was a picture of a child with a huge smile on their face playing the drums, and he was like, "Daddy, that's what I want. I
But
want."
I
this."
also wanted the drums before though. Like when we were going down the stairs to the toy shop, I was like,
But it all started with Questlove.
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
he sent me a
yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, he's the best.
Because I used to have another kit, but it was really big.
Yeah.
And then he got me a smaller size, which was for me. It fit perfectly.
And that's kind of how our relationship with Ludwig started through Questlove.
You ever heard of Anderson .Paak?
Yes,
You won
I
some
met
Grammys?
him once.
She's jammed with him.
I
You jammed with
Oh,
Anderson.
cool. Oh, great.
What'd you do with
in
him?
Birmingham. Jam Come Down.
No kidding. So he's really into that, like Questlove and like Chris Dave. That's probably a cool thing for you. You could like mix that in with metal. Be like Alex
a new
Van
genre.
Halen meets Chris Dave.
You have people tripping over their feet, banging their heads and tripping over their feet. That's so cool. It's all out there.
Yeah.
All right. What do you say? Anything? Let's play.
That's drum.
Let's drum.
You do whatever you want. You start out playing.
Yeah, we'll follow you.
We're following you.
No.
Yes.
I thought you guys need to teach me something.
You want to learn a little bit of that Fool in the
Oh,
Rain
okay.
thing,
Well,
maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Or Ticket to Ride, or can you play Can't Stop, you said?
you want.
What would you like
Show.
to do?
What do
tell
you
us.
want to do?
Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to teach me.
You were amazing!